Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Space Monkey Mafia here, and today we are going to be doing r/PettyRevenge because I don't know what day it is. Okay, so it's Saturday, which means the background's going to be my Platies. The little babies are growing up, as you can see. They're getting more bold the bigger they get, so you'll be seeing them more and more and more. This video will contain spoilers for Naruto. Nothing for Endgame, so don't freak out about that. But yeah. My classmate spoiled Endgame, so I spoiled a series he likes. One of the other students in my study hall period saw Endgame, and he quickly realized he was the only one in the class who had seen it. So his little rodent brain quickly put together a master plan. If we didn't do what he said, he'd spoil Endgame. Being sane human beings, we weren't going to let some sophomore boss us around because he had seen a movie, so we ignored him. But the mad lad actually followed through. I won't tell you what he said because I'm a good person. Needless to say, everyone was very angry, but I saw he was wearing a Naruto shirt. So later on in the day, when he thought everyone forgot about how he ruined Endgame for him, I asked him, exactly how much of Naruto have you watched? He told me he had just finished the first series, and he was planning to start Shippuden that night. I don't know what these words are, and honestly, I'm not going to look them up, sorry, but I guess in that way, it's less of a spoiler if you didn't click off yet, because you won't know who I'm even talking about. So I told him every plot twist in the series, the truth about Itachi, Jara's death, the secret behind the 6 paths of pain, the true leader of the Akutsuki, Madara's real identity, and the true puppet master of the series. He was angry, and he ran off halfway through my monologue. I wish I could say he did the cringy Naruto run, but alas, he did not. I'm just imagining some guy just getting real sad and just Naruto running away from his problems, just tears streaming down his face, just running forever. Don't spoil Endgame, my gosh, you guys are losers if you do that. I've already seen it, so I'm fine, but if I see anyone in the comments do that, I'm gonna ban you from my channel. So, we take these things seriously here. Friend turned into an Uber on my birthday. I've been planning my birthday for a while now because this is the first one I could celebrate in a long time, and it'll be my last birthday in my 20s. We plan to go out to eat and dance the night away. There's this one person who is going because he's in our friend group, and for a while I considered him a good friend. We've been having a rough patch lately, but I was still hoping to work things out. For my birthday, instead of giving gifts because we were all broke, I asked for acts of service, so I had my 3 closest friends, including him, do something for me. One of them baked me a cake, the other made reservations and planned out which hopping bars we would go to, and he had the most important job of all. He had to be the designated driver. I didn't really target him for the role, but he lived closest to me and everyone else was on the other side of town, and he had a van so he could drive everyone safely from destination to destination. I had a hunch he would pull something because he hated me being in the spotlight or getting my way with anything. I had a car I could take in case he decides to cancel going so I could get there myself. So he finally confirms he's going to be there and by proxy be designated driver at like 5 p.m. and we're supposed to leave at 6. He picks me up and we chat for a bit, and I tell him I'm glad he came because my birthday wouldn't be the same without him because he's been part of my life for almost a decade. I also tell him I'm sorry if I ever offended him in any way, and I hope we can work things out, and I love him, and he stays silent the entire time. Never apologizes for the way he's treated me. In fact, he took us the long way to the apartment, making us late for the party. He seemed really irked. I thought it was just because he hates his job and everything would be fine because usually every Friday he goes to the club to release stress and we're planning on partying hard. So we get to the apartment and everyone is waiting for us because he's supposed to drive, and as we pull into the parking lot he says, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to stay out too late tonight." "What do you mean? You knew that you were the designated driver and everyone is relying on you to take us from place to place. And you know I can't stay the night. If you'd told me earlier I would have taken my own car, but to tell me at the last minute is pretty messed up." "Yeah, maybe you can stay the night or come home with me or have one of them drive you home." "Everyone lives here. I can't ask them to drive me an hour back while drunk. You said you would be designated driver and you knew that means staying out late. If you would have told me earlier, I would have brought you my own car and planned ahead. But you spring this on me at the last minute. Get out!" I grab my purse and go to the apartment. I knew he would pull something like this. I just hoped it would only affect me and not everyone else's plans. His plan was to go to the party to hang out with his friends and leave me stranded with no way to go home. Or have me end my party on his terms. Like I said, the dude hated seeing me have a spotlight and I don't even know why. He wanted to be in charge of where we go and when we end my party. And he waited till last minute to tell me because he hoped I could do either one of those 2 things and he could have his way. Well, not on my birthday. I tell my friends what happened and everyone else just offers to drive me and be my designated driver, which I'm flattered by. They even tell me I should kick him out of the party, something I'm sure he didn't think I'd have the guts to do. He walks up the stairs and swings open the door and there's complete silence and all eyes are on him. You could cut the tension with a knife. I look at him and tell him, "Get out." And he leaves. Since he's not coming, we can all fit into one car, and we head off to the restaurant and they bring out the cake. We have a blast partying the night away. My friend ends up driving me home and stays the night at his parents' house, which is nice because he hadn't seen his folks in a while and his mom made him a delicious breakfast. All in all, it was a really good party, and I'm glad I told him to leave, because if I didn't, I would have just reinforced the behavior that he can boss me around even on my birthday and I wouldn't do anything about it. While everyone else was partying it up, he got to go home and think about what he did. TLDR, can't have your cake and eat it too, especially when it's someone else's birthday. I mean, why would you... Come on, I mean, you think they're just not going to tell anyone? Like, what's the plan here? What's the end goal? To have it on your terms? Like, obviously everyone's going to see what you're doing, and it's stupid. No one's going to be okay with that. Like, this person won't have a ride home. Everyone knows you're supposed to be the designated driver, and you think it's just not going to cause an issue? I hope this guy got kicked out of the friend group. That's stupid. That's just rude. Why would you do that on someone's birthday? No. Sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Loud jerks get shut up by a child. So this was just a quick thing that just happened, and I felt like I should share it. Today, I'm babysitting this kid who is like a little brother to me. While he's 10 years old, he has a super baby face and is short on top of that, so everyone thinks he's actually between 6 to 8 years old. He also knows all kinds of curse words and knows when it's appropriate to say them. This is important for the story. Today, we ate out at a nice, delicious restaurant. I brought my dog so we could only eat outside in a small patio space, but it was still super nice, save for these super loud 3 men. Now, to some people it wouldn't be a big deal what they were doing, but it was getting on my nerves. These guys weren't just loud, but rude, making huge, scary noises that confused my dog, not to mention making comments about certain things, saying things like, yeah, she's Asian, so I love her, and other completely inappropriate things, as well as smoking even though it was a no-smoking area. And, of course, there was cursing as well, lots of it. They didn't care about anyone else and seemed oblivious to everyone around them. They were even making the kid I babysit uncomfortable. So, in a fit of annoyance, I told the kid that the next time they cursed and every time after that to ask very loudly what insert curse word meant. The kid did, very loudly, the next time they cursed. The first time he did it, other people around us gave the guys dirty looks, finally fed up with their behavior. The guys quieted down, but not by much. The second time they cursed, he did the same thing, and after someone told them to knock it off because there was a little kid here, they shut up completely, and we got to enjoy the rest of the meal in peace. So yeah, it wasn't much of a revenge, but it made me happy. Okay, so when I was first reading through this, I legit forgot what subreddit I was on, and I thought I was on AITA, and I would have said, this person is YTA. Mainly because they didn't even bother trying to talk to the person or to settle this in any sort of adult way. They were just like, let me be super duper petty. I mean, yes, that is the point of this subreddit, but I thought I was on the wrong one. And I don't know, just some of these, not just this one's a mild one. I think it's pretty hilarious, to be quite honest. But some of these, it's just being rude. You could have solved it in a much better way. You didn't have to resort to this. You didn't have to resort to using a child. Most people are pretty chill, alright? Just talk to them. See how it goes. Fax spammer revenge. Way back before emails were a thing, spammers would send junk faxes. It was especially annoying because you had to buy fax paper only for them to use it up, spamming you with unsolicited stuff. It cost me to receive their junk. My response was to write a single-line reply. Please stop sending me unsolicited faxes. It wastes fax paper, on a sheet of blank paper and fax it back. But before hitting send, I'd tape another sheet or two to the bottom of mine, then join that to the first sheet to form a loop of paper, thus creating an infinite fax. For maximum effect, I'd send it outside office hours when no one was around to pull the plug and when phone calls were the cheapest. I'd reckon a 5-minute call was enough to have their fax machine spilling paper all over the floor. Fax machines are fast when they're advancing the sheet. Just wish I could have seen their face the next morning. That's a good one. You know what? You get what you deserve. You send something, you get it back if it's bad. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Karma. That's what I'm saying. This is karma. You losers. Don't scam people. Don't send spam. Don't scam. That's the lesson for today. So, I remember I'm trying to end stuff on the good note. Good note. Heckin' my betas, the little babies, they're scooting around everywhere. Almost to the point of eating brine shrimp. They're interested in them, but their little faces are too small. And issue/cool is that heckin' they spawned again. There's little babies scooting around everywhere. And now there's another bubble nest with eggs, because the male's just I don't know what he's doing. Who knows? I'm just hoping he doesn't, eat the current babies to take care of the eggs. I don't know. I'm going to take out the female, though, because this is too much for me. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all the good little YouTube stuff. I hope you guys did like it, though, and if you did, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.